So here's an interesting vlog thing that you guys don't get to see every day. As most of you know, my husband and I are pastors of a church. So tomorrow is Communion Sunday, and we are setting up for communion. So this is what the tray looks like. And it's set on brass. It's really pretty. Here's our own little tray, like that. So we put the bread in here, and the juice goes in here in these little tiny cups. So because it's still tomorrow, I'm going to leave them covered. And it is in fact flatbread, non-leavened. So I'm going to set this up. Actually, I almost forgot to fill them. And because our church does not use alcohol, we use a simple grape juice because we have children and we don't want to give them alcohol. I use a cup because you can bend the corner. And that's pretty much the long and short of it. And so tomorrow will be communion, and we have special music, and it's really awesome. So if you've never gotten to take part in a communion, it's a pretty special thing to get to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the refrigerator for overnight. That way they stay fresh. And then in the morning is church.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight were the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Saint, as that star-spangled banner yet waved for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Okay, so life just got really interesting. I just ran out to the truck to grab some things, charge cords, stuff like that. My husband, apparently, hang on. My husband has developed some kind of infection, so they're going to keep him overnight in the hospital. It is 1 o'clock in the morning, 4th of July, and so we're at the emergency. Not that you can actually see that sign. Anyhow, this is our emergency bay. But he developed some kind of infection. They're just going to give him antibiotics. He's going to be okay. It started from an injury. It's not, you know, life-threatening or anything. So, but because it's enough that they want to put him on IV drips of antibiotics, fluids, that kind of stuff. So, it's an adventure. So hopefully they'll just keep him overnight, then I can take him home. Okay, hang on. Re-entering building, have to put this thing on. So this is how our night went. It wasn't the way it was supposed to go, but it did. So anyway, I'll keep you posted. I got to take these items into him. So happy 4th of July. So my husband was placed in the hospital last night. He's going to be there for a few days so that they can flush antibiotics through his body, but he's going to be okay. He's just really annoyed that he's having to deal with a machine that keeps going off and beeping next to his head. He can't go outside, and Mike's not one to be trapped in a room, but that's literally what it feels like to him. Hang on. I'm entirely not certain where I left off about a half hour ago. But I went to the store, got some stuff for my husband to do, keep him a little busy. They have him on some pretty powerful antibiotics, I guess. He asked for a cup of coffee, so apparently the hospital coffee is terrible. So I went and I got him a cappuccino, and I bought a 24-ounce, really nice, keep it hot mug that doesn't spill to put it in, and apparently he still hasn't gotten it. I called the hospital and let them know that I had said it, brought a bag downstairs because you can't go into the hospital, you have to leave it at admissions. So hopefully they'll get that up to him because he could use a decent cup of coffee right now. But yeah, that's what's going on. I went and I got some salad stuff for dinner, picked up a couple things, and now I'm on my way home. I think that I'm probably just going to go home and work on my cloak, feed my dog, play with my bunny, because it's just me at the house, and figure out just how the next few days are going to go. Apparently they're going to let him go when the injury looks a lot better than it does right now. They are concerned, but yeah, I just wish I could go visit him, and that's the part I'm hating. That's the part he's hating, is we can't even see each other. But I get it. I understand the rules. I get it. There are reasons, but so I'm on my way home, and it's 4th of July, which roughly translated means I'm gonna be holding my bunny for about 2-3 hours tonight in my lap, because when the fireworks around our neighborhood start going off, she starts getting really jumpy. She doesn't like fireworks. She doesn't like the sound of them. They scare her. So I'll just hold her and maybe watch a movie or something until all the fireworks stop. But it's just me at home, so I guess that's that. I'll see what I get up to after I get home. But yeah, things aren't really going the way that we planned. But one thing I've noticed about my videos is they never ever go as planned. I thought, oh, wouldn't it be cool to do this, this, and this during the week? Yeah, I'm giving up on even having a day planner, because I kid you not, for the last 3 weeks I plan to do things, and things are in my day planner. Appointments are set. I've had to push all of my appointments back to the 9th, so I'm kind of just winging it day by day for about the next 5 days. We'll see what happens, but there's that. So this is what it just took to fill my truck that was sitting on 1/8 of a tank before I started. Dear God in heaven, I cannot wait till the prices come down. Okay, so this is turning out to be the clunkiest video ever. Long story super short, just have to move you around a bit. My husband was put in the hospital Sunday night, which you already saw, and he has been being absolutely bombarded right and left with antibiotics. They're trying to pump his body full of minerals and all this other stuff that they need. Basically, his little body just became overwhelmed with a systemic infection that stemmed from a boil that
he didn't even know he had until it was too late. And then it was just within a matter of a day or two, it just got really out of control and very painful. So it got out of control, created a systemic infection. Also being diabetic, the blood sugars got out of control. And as you know, people that are diabetic do not heal like normal people. And a high blood sugar can complicate infections and things like that, just as infections can complicate diabetes. So you can imagine what he's been dealing with. So they're finally going to let him come home today. They got him under control. He's really excited. I brought him things like robots to build and little remote control helicopters to play with, just because he's stuck in a bed. He's got to have something to do, and you can only watch so many Netflix and play so many video games. So I figured if he has to build things in order to use them, so he had some things he got to do. He got to have a little fun. I'll try to include a little clip of the robot that he built. You build it out of a pop can. It's a kid's toy, but when you're stuck in bed, it's still fun, right? But anyway, he gets to come home today, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm on my way into town now. I have to make a couple stops, and then I get to go get my husband. I haven't seen him because he was also COVID positive. They wouldn't let me even see him, and I'm sorry this camera's bouncing around. But I will get to finally actually lay eyes on my husband for the first time since Sunday night, so I'm excited about that. I really miss him. This has been a very hard week on both of us. We've had a lot of people praying, and for everybody that's been praying for my husband, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I believe in the power of prayer, and I know that God heals, because what he had could have potentially been life-threatening, and we didn't need that. So anyway, I'm gonna pop into the store. I've got to grab a couple of things, and then I'm gonna go and get him, and then I'm not sure what we're gonna do after that. I know that he's been trapped in a room that he has not been allowed out of for 6 days. Mike is a claustrophobic person, so that's not a good place for him to be. But he's done very well. I'm really proud of him. But we had to fill in our positions for Sunday too, which was well, necessary. If he's feeling well enough, I may go ahead and make the drive to Ninilchik this Sunday and come. But if not, then I'll just stay home with him. And I already called everybody that needs calling to talk to them about that. But Grandpa Terry is going to be filling in for him. He's going to be preaching for Mike on Sunday, so that'll be nice. But this was just definitely something we didn't plan. Of course, you can't plan for these things. These are not things you plan for. So anyway, thank you all so much for your prayers and your love and all the phone calls and the encouragement that you sent him. It meant a lot to him and to me, so we really are appreciative of that. So I'm gonna let you go for just this minute, and I will catch up. So I just went into Walmart. I was looking for something. Didn't find what I was looking for, which was fine. I knew it was a long shot. And so I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything. I didn't even eat dinner last night. I can't even remember if I ate yesterday. So I suddenly realized I'm hungry. So I went to the deli and I ordered what I always order, which is 3 chicken strips and just like 2 or 3 cheese sticks. I don't eat a lot. And so normally the chicken strips are pretty good size and they're pretty filling. And what I got was, apparently they've changed the policy. You are no longer allowed to order 3 chicken strips and just a few cheese sticks. They are no longer allowed to sell chicken strips less than 4 pieces. And the chicken strips are super tiny. And so I was like, okay, I can roll with this. They used to sell them by the pound. Now they don't. So I probably got, if you were to actually turn these chicken strips into the ones I had before, I got the equivalent of a chicken strip and a half because the pieces are so small. I was charged twice as much as I've ever been charged for chicken strips. And then I wanted cheese strip sticks, but they didn't have cheese sticks anymore. They have what are called cheese bites. Now, the cheese sticks they had before were tasted good. They were flavorful. They were really nice. And they were decent size cheese sticks. This is what they are calling a cheese stick. They're bland. They have almost no flavor. And that is mostly bread. There's not that much cheese in them. They're like literally about a half a teaspoon of cheese and all of that. I'm just like, okay, they don't taste very good. So I'm sitting there thinking, all right, I'll, benefit of a doubt, But then you can only order those. You have to order a minimum of 11 of them. Okay, so I'm lactose intolerant. That's why I only order 2 or 3 cheese sticks, because I can only have so much. So now I will not eat the rest of those because I can't. So my puppy's going to probably love them later. But I was just like, are you kidding me? So I just paid $10 for a lunch when I could have literally gone to the frozen aisle, purchased the same items, got 3 times the quantity, and gone home and cooked it myself. Memo me, no more lunch at Walmart, especially when it no longer tastes that good. If it tasted really good, I wouldn't complain. But even the chicken strips were bland, dried out, hard because they're smaller, so they've been fried into oblivion. The bigger they are, the better they taste, because even if they're just like round and fat, they taste good because they got all the meat in there to hold the juice. But they were just dried out and really difficult to actually chew. So I just said, forget it. I'm done. Anyway, rant over. Lunch ruined. I'm sitting here waiting for my husband to call so I can come and get him. Anyhow, I think what I need now is something to drink, and I don't know if there's a bottle of water in this truck, so I'm gonna look. Anyway. Ignore me. Just ignore me. Okay, horrible lunch rescued. I no sooner than clicked stop on the last little clip, and my honey called and said I could come get him. I'm gonna go get him. I'm so excited. And there is my husband. He walked over here through the gate. Yay! So excited. Looks like he's doing okay. He didn't want to be in the hospital, so he came through that gate for me to come get him. I better help him.
So you're like recording me now. I didn't realize that. I thought you were taking a picture.
No, I got him. I rescued him. He's out of the dungeon that we call the hospital.
I've escaped.
He's escaped and he feels a lot better.
Trash bags. We took trash bags.
Trash bags. All right, we needed to stop by the store on our way home, and walking around is proving to be a little tricky. So Mike is riding around on one of these little carts, and he's wishing he could take the governor off of it so he could race through the hallways and the aisles. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Find them basketball shorts.
Those what?
The basketball shorts.
Basketball shorts are, I think, on the other side of that wall. Over there. And away he goes. Take a right. All of these right here, hun. He's trying to find clothing that is comfortable on his body that won't touch him very firmly, so he can have light wear so he can heal. So then we're going to take him home and just let him rest. Mike, playing with his toy he got from the hospital. The helicopter. Okay, so I suppose it's time for an update. Mike is home and he's resting. The infection is still there, but it's a lot better than it was. So they have him on medication and he's going to be just fine. But I'm going out to Ninilchik myself anyway because I'm okay, and I think that one of us needs to be out there. Tomorrow's potluck Sunday, and as you can hear, I'm really froggy in my throat today. I woke up really just super hoarse with a sore throat, so I'm not sure what that's all about. I did a lot of cleaning, so I'm guessing it could have been just the chemicals I was using because I spent several hours cleaning. So that's probably all that was, but Mike's doing really good. I just thought I'd give everybody an update and thank everybody for the prayers and the well wishes, and I think I did that on the last video clip. I am just doing these and I don't even know where I'm picking up and beginning and ending. This is going to be an editing nightmare, so if it's poorly edited, it's because I decided to just hang it and play it. So anyway, I'm on my way back out there. So I stopped by the store and I got myself some pasta for dinner that's really super easy to make. It's just a one-person thing. And then I got some chocolate muffins from the Three Bears because, well, who doesn't eat chocolate muffins on a night by yourself, right? Anyway, but that's where I'm going. That's what I'm doing. And when I get there, I'm going to be editing a bunch of videos because I don't have to play tomorrow. I don't have to sing. I couldn't sing right now if my life depended on it. and because I'm just all kinds of squeaky and messy. But so I'll just be a regular person attending regular church tomorrow. Grandpa Terry is preaching, Pat and Colleen are playing music, and they have a very kind of fun country style to the way they do things. So it'll be really neat to hear. I hope that Colleen plays her banjo because she's so good at it. But anyway, I guess that as far as this goes, I think I'm just going to end this video here and just say thank you to everyone. And I'm being passed by a motorcycle. I'm going 60 miles an hour and I'm being passed by someone on a motorcycle. Okay, well apparently the speed limit is not good enough. Whatever, on them. I'll get there in one piece and hopefully they will too. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching and I will talk to you later.